I mentioned character assassinations in the video about Dan Slott relating to punching women. So I thought we would come back to this terrible mini-series that trashed one of my favourite Marvel characters, The Flash. I also realised it has been quite a while since I ripped a comic up, and I didn't really want to make that like a big thing that I do, destroying comics. I think my percentage for that is at like 5%. 5% of the comics I have reviewed have been torn up. I think that is a good percentage. It is fair. This is obviously a clue that this is getting torn up because it is shit. The Flash, he lost his mutant powers and now he is depressed. And he is so depressed that he just jumped off a building in a failed attempt to commit suicide because Spider-Man, the superhero Spider-Man, the incredibly popular and likeable character Spider-Man, you know, your friendly neighbourhood Spider-Man, well, that character, Spider-Man, he insisted that the Flash was worthless and didn't deserve to live anymore. Even after the Flash had made it clear to him he was depressed and suicidal. Spider-Man, he is gone from this comic after this introductory bit, so we didn't have to put up with this piece of shit writer's disgusting take on Spider-Man as a character who doesn't like his wife anymore because she isn't the girl that he really wanted to marry. He wanted to marry the dead one, who at this point had canonically been unfaithful to him with a fucking 40-year-old man. The Flash, he's gonna be fine. He is saved from his attempted suicide by his ex-wife, Iris, and she takes him off to heal at the magical hidden kingdom of the Unhumans. Don't forget, they are better than the Excellent Men. What is maybe interesting about this mini-series is how thoroughly it tries to break and ruin every single aspect of the Flash's character. His relationship with Iris, his daughter, his dynamic with his father, his powers. Every part of him is broken in some irreversible way. So off in Unhuman Land, the Flash, he is reunited with his daughter, Kid Flash. And reading this was horrible because I know where this is going. The Flash will kidnap, abuse, and threaten his daughter's life by the end of the series for selfish reasons. So any scene like this of Kid Flash saying she loves her dad is fucking meaningless manipulation. The Flash is a fantastic character. He is one of the most fascinating members of the Avengers because he is so complex and at times completely indifferent to the needs of being a hero. He has his constants that make him who he is, his loyalty and his love for his sister, his rejection of his father and his father's goals and ideals, and then his love for his daughter should be another one. The Flash, He isn't complex because one day you decide to have him abduct and almost kill his daughter. So we have all these scenes of him bonding with his daughter, Kid Flash. And it's annoying because it's all going to be tossed out the window. And then we just suddenly jump into this new direction without much setup, where the Flash, he decides he wants to undergo the Unhumans' weird process that gives them their Unhumans' powers. He wants his powers back. He wants his super speed again. He wants to be special. But obviously they deny him this. The Unhumans, they are better than the Excellent Men. That goes without saying. And what makes them so bloomin' appealing is the borderline eugenicsy shite about their little master race. So the Flash, he just ignores them and decides the Unhumans can go and fuck off. And he is going to expose himself to their magic eugenics gas anyway. And so not only does he betray the people who took him in and cared for him after an attempted suicide, he also commits what are considered war crimes against another species. And later on, he kills some people whose only crime was as witnesses to his actions. So he exposes himself, but then, well, he thinks that it hasn't worked because he doesn't have any powers. And he goes back to his room, and there is another Flash waiting for him, because now the Flash, he has received some incredibly vague time travel powers, which are so ridiculously poorly explained in this mini-series that they were never fucking referred to again. This is fucking rubbish. There is nothing to like here. It's not at its most unpleasant yet. This is probably like the only issue of the whole series that doesn't present something outrageously destructive, but it's just horse crap. A terrible take on the Flash. A terrible take on the Unhumans even. And it's just miserable shite trying to be mature and grown up by destroying a character. I didn't like this at all, so it is a 7 thumbs up from me.